Our story begins in the heart of a noodle shop where Aoi, played by an actor whose performance is as nuanced as it is compelling, toils away with her family. She finds herself moving through the motions, her heart not quite in tune with the clattering pots and pans. The mundane routine of her work at the noodle shop is a stark contrast to the fiery passion she harbors for culinary arts. The spice of dissatisfaction lingers, and it's clear that Aoi yearns for something more fulfilling, something that can ignite her culinary passion. This yearning takes a turn when she crosses paths with a well-dressed man, a stranger whose presence hints at a world beyond the confines of the noodle shop. A chance encounter with this well-dressed man sets the stage for a transformative journey. Aoi steps into the culinary world when she attends an audition pitted against a traditionally educated chef. The audition is an adrenaline-fueled whirlwind, a dance of flavors, and a symphony of sizzling pans and chopping knives. Aoi, our untrained protagonist, brings to the table her raw talent and an unorthodox approach to cooking, honed from years of working in her family's noodle shop. In contrast, her competitor, a product of culinary school, relies on textbook techniques and classic recipes. The tension in the room is palpable. The head chef, a stern figure with a discerning palate, watches their every move, tasting their creations with an unreadable expression. Allie's dish, a simple yet flavorful concoction, captures the essence of her background and passion. It's a bold move, a departure from the refined dishes typically presented at such auditions. Yet, it's this very authenticity that catches the head chef's attention. Despite her amateur technique, the head chef recognizes her potential, highlighting the clash between formal education and raw talent. As Aoi navigates her new culinary world, she faces challenges, especially when tasked with catering for a high-ranking official. It's not just about slicing and dicing or the sizzle of the pan. It's about the weight of expectations, the pressure to deliver perfection on a plate. Aoi, once a simple noodle shop girl, is now in the heart of a bustling professional kitchen, a world away from the comforts of home. Every dish she prepares is a test, every critique a blow to her confidence. The heat of the kitchen is relentless, and the head chef, a towering figure, demands nothing but the best. His temper, like a pressure cooker, builds with its perceived failure. His outbursts, as fiery as the stoves, turn the kitchen into a battlefield. This is Ellie's reality now, a world of stress and high stakes where one wrong move could result in disaster. Her perseverance is tested as she grapples with the pressure and high expectations of the head chef, who reveals a disturbing temper. Amidst the chaos, Aoi forms connections with her colleagues, including a romantic involvement. This relationship serves as a beacon of hope and respite for our protagonist, a contrast to the intense heat of the kitchen. Yet, the kitchen is not just a battlefield of flavors and techniques, but also of egos and hidden agendas. The head chef, once a mentor, becomes a tyrant. His temper spirals out of control, creating an atmosphere of fear and tension that's as palpable as the aroma of simmering broth. The kitchen, once a sanctuary of culinary creativity, morphs into an arena of power plays and deceit. Fellow chefs, once comrades, are expelled one by one, victims of the head chef's wrath and paranoia. Aoi herself is not exempt from these personal sacrifices. She loses not only her colleagues but also parts of herself in the process. Betrayals unfold, leading to the expulsion of fellow chefs and personal sacrifices. The turmoil extends beyond the kitchen as Allie's family faces a health crisis. This crisis comes at a time when Allie's culinary career is on an upward trajectory, placing her in a precarious position. Her heart is in the kitchen, but her family needs her at the noodle shop, compelling her to grapple with a challenging dilemma. Her mother's health is deteriorating, and the noodle shop, their primary source of income, is struggling to stay afloat. Aoi is faced with the stark reality of her family's situation. She's torn between the allure of the culinary world and the pressing needs of her family. The weight of this decision is evident in every line of worry etched on her face. Allie's predicament underscores the very real struggles many face when pursuing their passions. It's a delicate balancing act between personal ambition and familial duty, a dance that Aoi must learn to navigate. With the noodle shop needing her, Aoi is torn between her culinary aspirations and familial responsibilities. Despite the challenges, Aoi rises to prominence in a new kitchen, showcasing her unique talent with flames. This isn't a tale of an overnight success. It's a testament to Aoi's perseverance, her ability to overcome obstacles, and her knack for creating extraordinary dishes from ordinary ingredients. Her culinary prowess turns heads, but it's her passion, her dedication to her craft, that truly sets her apart. In this unfamiliar territory, Aoi's cooking style becomes her signature. It's a fresh, innovative approach that challenges the status quo, and it's not long before she's making waves in the culinary world. The fire in her eyes matches the fire on her stove, and it's this fiery spirit that propels her to the top. But just as she's basking in the glow of her success, the past comes knocking. A familiar face from her old kitchen walks through the door, and with him, he brings a taste of the unethical practices that mar her previous experience. It's a stark reminder of the darker side of the culinary world, a side she had hoped to leave behind. The reunion with her former boss is not a pleasant one. It exposes the rotten core of the industry she's worked so hard to excel in. The revelation is a harsh blow, a betrayal that shakes her faith in the profession she's dedicated her life to. Her personal triumph is overshadowed by a public scandal, a scandal that forces her to question her place in the culinary world. It's a fall from grace as dramatic as her rise. The scandal sends shockwaves through the culinary world, tainting her reputation and leading to her disillusionment. It's a bitter pill to swallow, a stark contrast to the sweet taste of success she'd just begun to savor. Allie's journey is a roller coaster of highs and lows, of triumphs and setbacks. It's a stark reminder that success often comes at a cost, and that it's not always a price worth paying. A reunion with her former boss exposes unethical practices, leading to a public scandal and Allie's disillusionment. In the end, Hunger concludes with Aoi choosing to leave the culinary world, returning to her family's noodle shop. This decision, though seemingly simple, is layered with profound meaning. After a tumultuous journey, Aoi realizes that her place is not amidst the glitz and glamour of the hot cuisine, but rather in the humble surroundings of her family's business. Her culinary dream, once a beacon of hope and ambition, had morphed into a nightmare of unethical practices and toxic relationships. It was a world that demanded too great a cost. Allie's decision to return home signifies her understanding that ambition without integrity and personal fulfillment is hollow. The film Hunger, in its essence, is a mirror held up to society, reflecting our relentless pursuit of success and the often overlooked cost it entails. The movie leaves us with some pressing questions. What are we willing to sacrifice for success? And more importantly, are those sacrifices worth it in the end? Now it's your turn. We've explored the themes of Hunger, but what are your thoughts? Are there any themes or aspects that we missed? We'd love to hear your insights and interpretations.